Hey, yo, what's going on? It's Tone from Tone's Custom Flies coming in at you with a little tip for all y'all feather demons out there. Recently, I've been doing some work messing around with Peacock herl again and came across a couple of situations that I thought were worthy of mention. Every once in a while, you'll come across a batch of Peacock herl that you get, and they're all relatively straight, depending on what section of the bird it's going to be coming off of. Um, Some of them are a little bit straighter than you would like, especially if you're using it for spine material. This one, as you can tell, they have different directions of swoops in there, a couple little bends that are additional. Now, when these things are wet, they'll still float as they would as you see them right here. When they're dry, they might adhere to the material, or when they're pulled out of the water rather, they might adhere to the material a little bit better, so it'll give you a more accurate profile that you think you're getting. But once they dry again, they're going to be standing up and getting all wiry and weird on you like that. So what I like to do is just manipulate the stem in a way that's very simple and makes it so much more manageable to maintain consistently the adhesion to the profile if you're using it as a spine material for the fly and of a finished fly itself. So the way that I like to manipulate the stem in this sense is exactly the same technique as if you were, say, taking scissors to make a ribbon for a present all, spiral up. What you're doing is you're creating a little bit of a crease, and then you're going to be working the crease all the way up it consistently. So it's the same concept as when you're tying in other hackles and you're going to want a flat spot so that that flat spot adheres to the shank and you're not going to get any rollover from any radius that you're tying onto. That's the thing that's going to start turning everything and making it all squirrely. Even the slightest bit of turning over a radius will make your feather work look just a little bit messier. So this is just the way I like to do it, keep it nice and clean and consistent. And you can see that these are all kind of facing different directions right now. What you want to do is kind of line it up. And if you could tell here, there's just, actually they're all pretty much facing the same direction. And some of them, they have a very definitive swoop right at the end, right as they come off of the main stem. So you can tell the direction that you want them all facing, and that's going to be the natural curl of that herl. So you can see how they're all kind of right at the top here, following the same radius almost, and then some of them kind of straighten out. This one gets a little wild out here, and you can manipulate the direction and the intensity of the swoop or radius that you want it to go, especially if you're doing spine work with these things, at any point in the herl itself. So I'll just take this, and like I said, with the same exact technique as spiraling your ribbon, it's just going to be constant tension all the way up as far as you want it to go. And I just like them to lay nice and clean along the top of the spine to give that a very definitive look. So I'll take these things, and right between my thumbnail and my forefinger, give it a little bit of pressure, and then just start pulling it with a consistent amount of pressure all the way up until you get to the end here. And I'm just doing this as an example to show you, sometimes I'll take this and put a little bit of a swoop at the end of it, depending on how fancy you want to get with your herl work as far as making a spine. As long as they're facing the same direction, they're all going to hold that form. And when it's actually sitting on top of your profile of a fly, it's going to adhere to that spine area a whole lot better and stay nice and clean both in and out of the water. So look at that. That's a whole lot better than what it looks like coming out of the package, I'll tell you what. But anyway, that's just one of my many thoughts of the day. Just stay tuned for more tips, tricks, techniques, tactics, and tutorials from Tone And if I got some more ideas, I'll share them with y'all. Other than that, let me know what's what. Keep her greasy, and I'll check in with y'all later. Peace.